All right, everybody. Welcome to part two of our three-part mini series on all things CMDB. So, part one, we focused on what are the symptoms of an unhealthy CMDB? What are some signs that you may look into that your organization is dealing with a dirty or an unhealthy CMDB? So, that really gets into the what of an unhealthy CMDB. So, today we're going to talk about the why. So, why do CMDBs fail? Why do they not always work the way we expect them to? So, the three big buckets that I think are at the top of the list for me, and certainly not meant to represent every single reason that CMDBs fail, and that is source data, organizational goals, and governance. So, reason number one, source data. What are you using to populate your CMDB? Where is it getting that data from? Are you using an automated tool like Discovery or a CMDB instance API? Or are you using manual imports using Excel sheets? Are you using some combination of those methods? The less automated your population method is, the more unorganized and the more unhealthy your CMDB is going to be. Because simply put, you would have to have, people that are dedicated, that is a function of their job. They are really committed to keeping those CIs up to date, making sure that new CIs are added, duplicate CIs are resolved, etc. So really taking a good hard look at your source data and how your CMDB is getting populated is going to be number one. Number two, how does your CMDB align with the goals of your organization, your strategic goals? Do you want to be a cloud first, have a cloud first strategy? Do you want to enable all of your employees to be able to work anywhere? Do you really value information security on top of everything else? And that's really the broader strategic goals that your org could have. And then really when you translate that down to how is the CMDB supporting that, you know, are you focused on asset management? Is asset management a big key initiative for your company? Is it change management, incident management? Do you want to be able to create a set of knowledge articles and have a knowledge library around your CIs and historical information around that? Are you a service oriented organization? So these are all questions that if your company does not have a very clear picture of its strategy defined, then you're not going to be able to succinctly say or decide how you want your CMDB to fit into that strategy and to support it. And then last but not least, reason number three, which is near and dear to my heart, is governance or lack thereof. And when I say governance, really what I mean is, what is the decision making body that not only is around your ServiceNow instance, but within your greater IT organization and your organization as a whole? So who are the key players? Who are your stakeholders? Who are the decision makers that gets to say, these are the key initiatives for ServiceNow this year. This is our product roadmap. And how are they making those decisions? What is it based off of? What feedback or inputs are they using to inform those decisions? So without clear governance at many different levels, right? We're not just talking about governance in a broad term. Without that governance, then your CMDB is open to, a bit of a free for all in terms of who's maintaining it, what's going into it, how is it staying up to date, and what are we using those CIs? What decisions are we using those CIs and the reporting and the dashboards to inform? So I would say those are the top three for me. Again, the data inputs and the source data, the lack of alignment to company goals, and the lack of clear governance around your CMDB.